Hi there, team. Coach Steve with you here for the weekly preview. Now, I know how late this one is, but I have a good excuse. I actually filmed this the other day. I was very happy with the video, and then the whole thing turned out where my microphone down here was not working. So, haven't had time to do it with a crazy week for myself, but here we are. Uh, Lots going on at the gym at the moment, most notably the FitLab Open, and we have team captains for you. So these captains are people who have, firstly, they're all in the 500 club or nearly in the 500 club, and they're people who have shown nothing but support for those around them for the past couple of years while they've been members. Team captains this year: Luca, Joe Cutler, Joy, and Kane. So we couldn't think of better people to represent the gym for these 3 weeks and to potentially get their name on the trophy. Now, the FitLab Open, for those who aren't aware, this is our big annual event that we do alongside the CrossFit Open. So we do the Open a little bit differently in here, and we brought about this concept several years ago, and it's been bigger and bigger every year. We break off into teams, and you do the workouts as normal, and your score goes towards your team's tally, if you like. So you can get points for your team by placing in the workout, so by scoring in one of the higher levels of the workout for each week. But you can also do it from getting an award, so Spirit of the Open, that happens every week, and also for attending class. And this is the big one. If you attend a class, you get 1 point for your team, and it's often the team with the most amount of points that the team with the best attendance is the winning team over the 3 weeks. So it ends up being a really great way to build your attendance, and we've seen this time and again that it's our people get very fit over these 3 weeks because they're attending class so frequently. There's a strong correlation there. So we can use this to improve our performance, or improve our attendance, in turn improve our performance because you're doing it for your team. And there's something funny that happens when we're doing something for the team. We tend to push a little bit harder, as we all know from team workouts and just simply working out in a group. We do that. So we're at the stage now. We pick the captains. We're getting people to sign up at the gym. So sign up here. It is a $25 fee that covers your entry into the competition, and that's for our internal competition. If you'd like to do the CrossFit Open, that's another step. And the prizes involved, there's going to be prizes each week and also a big barbecue at the end. So that's all happening currently. And then the team captains will come together, draw their names out, and recruit members from their team. You won't be a part of that, but you'll know when you're drafted onto your team. And then the real fun happens with free agency. And free agency is the next step that we do after the official draft has happened, and that's where you, if you're not signed up for the Open already, might get drafted onto a team in the stage of free agency. So it's a really interesting time. Bribes can happen, favors can happen. This is all acceptable, and anything to get your team those loose ends. So typically this happens when somebody's just joined the gym, they don't really know about the Open, and it ends up being a bit of fun when they're brought onto a team that can shake things up a bit. And each team gets a turn for the free agency. The next thing I want to talk about is programming at the moment. So you'll see a lot of open style workouts, open repeats in the programming at the moment. You'll also see a lot of time caps, and you'll see workouts with ascending reps. This is to get you used to the intensity that you'll be going at in the Open and going deep into workouts as well. The great thing about time caps is that they can enforce a stimulus. So a good example of this is the workout Fran, 21-15-9 thrusters and pull-ups, probably the most infamous CrossFit workout. Now, Fran is a short, fast, intense workout. And so we often hit a time cap of Fran of about 9 minutes. Target time for Fran, anything below 7 minutes is okay. Now, if we push the time cap up to about 15 minutes and someone gets 12 minutes for Fran, the intensity will die off and the stimulus is not preserved. And this goes into the equation that we use, which is force times distance over time, to measure the power output of CrossFit workouts. And what makes CrossFit so effective is it aligns to this equation of force times distance over time. So the force is the weight that you use, the distance is the area that you travel, the time is how long it takes you to do the workout. So the force for Fran, we've got our body, and we've got 42, 43 kilos for gents. We've got distance, traveling down and up for a thruster, so long distance, and also time. Time is a short amount of time, so that equals, if you put that into a little equation, that equals a high power output. If you do the same workout, but you do the time at, say, 12 minutes, the power output, even though you're working for longer, the power output is less and the effectiveness is less. So workouts are not defined in their effectiveness by how long they are, it's how intense they are and what sort of stimulus you can bring to that time domain. So that's where time caps can be really, really handy, because it says, hey, we want to finish this work in this amount of time. And that in turn helps you reach a new level of intensity. So you're going to see a lot more time caps. You're going to see workouts with ascending reps where you're supposed to go deep into workouts, where the beginner to advanced athlete can find a challenging version of the workout for them. Last thing I want to talk about today is discipline. So discipline is something we talk about a lot in here. When we talk about just showing up, we talk about how consistency is key, and part of that is discipline. And if we define discipline as doing the simple things and the things that we maybe don't want to do because we don't feel like it at the time, but doing them anyway, right? If we think about discipline along those lines, a lot of us are great at this. 5:30 rolls around, our alarm might go off. Do I really want to go to the gym? Not really. Love to stay in bed, but you do it anyway. You feel awesome afterwards and you rinse and repeat, right? That's a good showing of discipline, okay? You have that thought in the mind where it's the devil on one side of the brain that says, hey, stay in bed today. But you come to the gym, you do the 6 a.m. and you feel awesome for the rest of the day. Discipline is executed there. I'm going to talk about a different type of discipline though. And this is for us type A's who are fire breathers in the gym, who don't have any trouble with motivation or discipline in coming to the gym, but might be going through a setback with injury, limitation, fatigue, and have been told or know that they're to take it easy today or scale back the workout for injury's sake. It actually takes a lot of discipline to make this decision and to pull back on the intensity of a workout, or to change the exercises, or simply to come to the coach and say, hey coach, I've got this thing going on. Can I change the exercise or the workout today? That can often take a lot of discipline. And that's what I want you to think about today. And I say this for myself as well, who's currently battling something. Stay disciplined with yourself in that regard if you're in that category where you need to change things up, and it'll pay dividends in the long term. It's not the same as hurting a little bit, having a little bit of burnout, and doing a workout that you really shouldn't be doing, or an exercise that you really shouldn't be doing right now. That might look like discipline, but it's not, because it's not the right thing to do. I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going to get you on time next week on Monday. It's an awesome time at the gym. Thank you for making our new members so welcome, and we'll see you on the floor.